I went Edward Aylard, the leader of the Labour Party in this mock school election. So, Edward, for my first question, I'm going to go back to your roots. Did you not at once adopt right-wing views?
I will admit that my view on foreign policy and national politics does have right-wing sympathies. But I feel that the basis of democracy is that everyone has representation. And I feel that for the majority of the pupils here to believe themselves conservative before they've even earned their first pound is just ridiculous. So I'm here to represent the common man. Because the thing is, I also feel that I can better represent Labour because in this microcosm, I better represent the common man.
Okay, it was, you were under much scrutiny after the debate earlier, and people said this was mainly down to your loss of confidence during the middle of your talk. Can you tell me any more about that?
Well, I have to admit, I was facing a strong Tory crowd that did engage in jeering and mocking.
Sorry to stop you there. We heard the Tory crowd was in fact rigged. It was trying to increase support by getting large numbers to
that wouldn't surprise me at least 70%.
Okay, good. Sorry, carry on.
But yes, under their scrutiny, I lost the track of my oratory, and it just kind of fell apart for me.
Yeah. The other thing that was questioned as well is the fact that the other parties, such as the Liberal Democrats and the Conservative Party, they've mentioned clear guideline policies on the 6-inch rule, and the Liberal Democrats suggesting abolishing it, and the Conservatives had a completely opposite view to that. What can you tell me about your views towards the 6-inch rule?
Well, with the 6-inch rule, fundamentally, I would say that I'm against it, because it's obviously just there, partly as tradition, it's there to control people, much as in...
So would you go along a Liberal Democrat view where everybody's free and we should...
yeah, to an extent I would, but the main thing is, I feel that Conservatives are currently using this as essentially a joke aspect. They're not taking their campaign seriously. What the school needs is a serious representative, and I feel I might just be that representative.
The other thing is as well, the Labour Party have often been called the People's Party, and there hasn't been many scenes of you around the school with the people, as Hugh has done with the Conservatives.
On the contrary, I've met people on an individual basis. Unlike the Conservatives, who have been, among other things, blocking access to the lunch hall and basically attacking people with their political zealotism, I prefer to get one-on-one, get to know each of my voters, rather than to splatter a message across a crowd who obviously don't want to hear it.
So, I'm just going to go quickly for the last question back to your roots. Would you say that you are fit for the role of Labour Party leader in the school? What gives you that edge over the other candidates that makes you the person?
I'm sorry, I don't entirely understand the question. Do you mean why am I leader of the Labour Party, or why should
I? Why should you be leader of the Labour Party rather than everybody else?
Well,
what makes you special compared to everybody else?
Well, because, to be honest, I feel I have the nerve to stand up and do it, because there's such a strong Conservative bias in this area that anyone who would stand up to identify themselves as Labour is ridiculed. There are 2 other members to my party so far, but they are unable to front the party due to fear of the negative stereotypes that is associated with supporting Labour in a safe Conservative seat.
Don't you think this small amount of people in your party will impact on the voting day?
I will admit that having a small campaign team is not exactly a good thing, but I feel it means our ideas are more focused and it helps us produce strong government.
Thank you. That was Edward Aylard, leader of the Labour Party in the school mock election.